Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores 2+, where we are here at the finale episode of the series. I had to do a lot of point farming on my own to get up the points I wanted to actually go after the Amargasaurus on Kirk combo. And, even with all the farming I did, I don't actually have enough for the full weapon roster. So we're going to take everything but the pistol, because I'm pretty sure that'll be our weakest firearm. Yeah, it looks like the weakest one we'd have. Definitely want the double ammo. I'm not going to turn the tranks on for these hunts, because I actually want to get some Amargasaurus trophies if we can manage them down. One of the things about this guy is I don't actually know if a mortal zone exists on it or not. I tried looking up to see if anybody had any information, or there was a picture or anything like we have for the mod that we've also installed on top of this that gives the mortal zone pictures. No info. It might just be you have to really unload a lot of weapons into it and hopefully bring one down, so it is a bit odd to have that in a mortal zone mod. I kind of expect this more to, like, say how Carnivores Genesis... Yeah, Genesis doesn't have the mortal zones yet. The Modders edition of it will, but this one, or Genesis, was just a straight up, no mortal zones, just like Mandibles. Although Mandibles did include one mortal zone on the Yeekalopterus, and that was actually kind of nice to have put in, but anyway, this is going to be... Probably have to pump a bunch of stuff into it before we'll bring one down. Everything else is looking good, and before I get into that, I do want to mention next week's Carnivore series, because if you guys want one or the other, either the Jurassic Park Hunter Legends Special Edition or the Carnivores Trash DLC, leave your vote, because right now it's very close for the options of who's going to win. I think one side is up by maybe only 1 or 2 votes, so if you want to see one, definitely be sure to vote, because even I don't know what it'll be yet. I'll probably be recording it on the Monday coming up after this, so you guys still have a little bit of time to get that in and see or pick what series you'd like for the new Carnivores one. But everything else is looking pretty good. That wraps up all the talking I had to do. Let's hop in and see if we can't get a few of these big guys on Mount Kirk. Okay, so we're all loaded in here now, and it looks... it's kind of the worst spot, or, well, one of the worst spots to spawn in on this kind of map, just because, again, without the ability for all the bush and the scrub here to help hide and camouflage you, you're basically in a huge disadvantage to any animals that are in the area with you. I can't even see if there might be an Amargasaurus around us either. Now, let me see if I can try getting up onto here. Oh, actually I can't, because that's the edge of the map, I think. Well, actually, I'm kind of surprised that the map has that high of an edge on it, because, like, the road looks like you can't even get down onto it proper. Or I guess the trail. But when it comes to, like, some of these animals where they're just, you have to pump in so much ammunition to them, I kind of wish there was a bit more ways you could interact with them. Like, for the most part, Carnivores is either you get all the shots in to down an animal, or it reaches and gets you. There's not really a way to, like, run away, distract it, lure it. Well, you sort of can lure it, but it's nothing quite as we have more modern hunting games, like the Hunter Classic and Hunter Call of the Wild. It would be nice to get... Again, I'm really surprised that the studio behind them hasn't decided to try tackling a dinosaur hunter outside of the Hunter Primal. Hunter Primal, I still think, was flawed just from the design choice of having it like a drop in randomly on the island or map. You have no weapons or loadout, or it just went off from the wrong foot at the very beginning. I think if they were actually to treat it like they've treated the Hunter series in general, they would probably take the best dinosaur hunting game out there, and I do not know if it could be topped at all. So the space is... Oh, space is definitely open. I do see our first Amargasaurus, a 21.75 ton. No, actually, we got it on the run, so it doesn't seem like they're going to be like the Rexes, where they get hit, they will be super angry and always on. Oh. Okay, I can't tell if he's running away or running in closer. think that's the same one, but... yeah, that is 21.75, so that is ours. I do want to be careful not to switch up which one I'm going after. Just because, depending on how many shots these each take, I might actually only wear down 2 instead of getting a single one down. And now I do not know where it's gone off to. Well, it's heading somewhere over this way. This is where... again, this would be a great map if it actually had, like, if these bushes and that would help camouflage or hide how visible you are. But without it, it's really a disadvantage for you as a hunter. Oh, there we go. Oh. And an Allosaur, apparently. Okay, I was not expecting the Allosaur, but where is our first Amargasaurus? It took up basically all of our rifle rounds. Actually, I'm kind of curious, is Trophy Ship going to be able to actually pick this big sucker up? Oh, there you are. I was wondering where the heck you were going to show up from. Yeah, it's able to lift the big thing. There we go. All goes well, we'll hopefully have at least one other one to bring back, too. And again, a random Allosaurus decided to be here, too. So it seemed like they couldn't really get up this little ledge here, but that's honestly kind of a bit of a sad point for carnivores, because some animals, it feels like you have to sort of do this. At least with the mortal zones, you can try to get them as they're charging in, but other times, if they are just these giant bullet tanks, it really is just a case of trying to find a way to exploit the AI. Okay, maybe what we'll do is we'll try to get to an area that might be a little bit more even footing between us and what we're going for. We'll see about trying to get up into the north end if we can get one from up there. No, yeah, that's just the trophy ship gathering the Allosaurus.
Moving to the dwarf area.
Okay, I thought I was hearing something else, but I think it was just the moss chops here stepping around. To be honest, I'm not sure what the best weapons to use from here would be. Oh god, a lot of ambient animals. Like, the longest range weapon is now completely out of ammo. And there's no resupply for Carnivores 2+. The sniper rifle is going to be inaccessible until we use all the ammo out of the other weapons. Kind of surprised that we haven't come across any others, but I guess I should be a little bit grateful because... I mean, that was basically 2 whole clips of rifle ammo and then double barrel and regular shotgun. Now, granted, some of the shotgun rounds were... Oh. Wait, is this... Hold on a minute. This is... I want to see if I can just get some distance. Ah, no. This is the one we'd wounded, so the other one was actually a completely different animal. Okay, I'm going to exit first, though, and then come back in. Okay, so we're loaded in again. And, okay, this is a much better start for trying this out. But yeah, so that was actually 2 different Amargasauruses, so maybe I can use a full thing of the rifle's regular ammo to take one down. Let me just try to, again, get up here where it might be a bit safe for trying to do this stuff. But yeah, that is the big problem I find, is just, if they're such health tanks, you really just have to try laying in and praying that you're actually able to do it. That's one thing I do have to hand prehistoric hunt with that I do like, is they do have the vitals in that, where sure, the animals can still be coming in, but if you can place those shots right, again, I was able to take down a Brachiosaurus with just the bow and arrow. It probably shouldn't be possible, but then again, it is a video game and you're hunting dinosaurs. Realism does have some... Oh, okay, that's just me. Okay, nothing immediately nearby. Realism might be something to let slide here and there at times. I didn't get any reply, and I do want to try to stay back and up somewhere where I can kind of be a bit safer, I'd imagine, from them. Like, this is probably just like how I tried to get up to the northern half of Kirk the other time. I can't remember if when I was trying to get the Rexes, I was also taking this route or not. It does basically seem to be the safest one to try taking to get out of all the scrubland here. I do think if I really want to take multiple Amargasauruses down, I have to basically exploit them using the terrain. Yeah, and you guys are pretty chill because it is registered as a herbivore call, so that is nice little detail. I wonder if I can get up there and then right on top of this. Maybe a little bit of Skyrim diagonaling, fiddling around. Yeah, seems like that'll work. I believe one of the things about carnivores is you'll actually move faster going diagonally than going, like, straight forward. So you can try to use that trick in order to, well, mountain climb like I am. It's just you gotta be careful, because if you're going diagonal, it can be a little hard to see exactly where you're going. And it's easy to slide right on down like I did. Yeah, since I didn't hear any calls, I think it's safe to go... I'm kind of curious if I would have been able to go through the gate, would the Amargasaurus been able to go through too or not? Because I don't know if I've encountered any animals right around it to test and see if their pathfinding would let them through or not. Although I think on... Is it Fort Siskin? Is that what it's called? I know it's Fort something. Just the proper name eludes me right now. No, just a Metrodon. I know on the one map where there's like the big gate, we've had some animals come through it after us. And no replies here. Okay, well, this is not exactly the area I want to be in for dealing with them, but if I did have the rifle split up in the amount of shots that it did seem to be in, maybe this will be a good spot to just have a bunch of long shots before it can make its way in. I really don't think you can outrun the Amargasauruses. Like, I don't think you can actually outrun any animals in the Carnivore series at all. And it's not exactly like there's ways you can run to shelter or cover for it, so... Okay, where are you guys? I was hoping I'd encounter more than this on this second outing. I do not see... Okay, this area, aside from, like... Yeah, ambience here, but nothing actually what I'm looking for. And that's a bit odd, because... It seems like every time I've tried coming here, Rexes, the Spino, it's usually had at least one animal in here. I don't know if maybe the Amargasauruses have more restricted spawning? I really can't say. Well, maybe what I'll do is try to get back more to the southern area where I found the other two. Because at least down there you have some more things to look at as I'm running around. Here it's rocks and bones and rocks and bones. That's about it for a long stretch. Should I use the gate? Yeah, I might just use the broken gate there again. See if maybe I can get enough distance and start laying shots in. That'll help me put one down easier. I do kind of wish I could remember exactly on the map where I was that I got the other Amargasaurus down. Like, granted it was exploited running back and forth along that slope there because it couldn't seem to get up. Still kind of handy to have that as a little safety barrier. You know what? I think I will run, because so far what I've seen, the Amargasauruses don't have the highest of senses. They don't seem to pick you up too easily as you're going about, or trying to get stuff done, so I think I'm okay to do some running around. Now, granted, there could be other animals that have spawned too I might need to be cautious of. But I think they might be a little more limited in their numbers. Okay. No, that's just ambience. I haven't even gotten, like, a reply back from a call yet, I don't think. What is going on? I think this is the most elusive animal I've ever tried going for. Because this is also with the density up to max for the map, too. So the highest amount of animals should be spawning in. Binoculars aren't picking anything up. Maybe there's one by the water here. I'll just have to try and see. If I can get a single one, we'll probably wrap it up, because... Yeah, I did not expect it to take this long to just try to find a trace of one for the second go-about. Seems like they do spawn in very limited numbers when it comes to the map. Still no replies. Where the heck are they? I mean, maybe they're up in the snow area? I do not know what to make of this. I mean, this would be a nice area to have one brought out into, because it does have pretty good visibility for me. Okay, there we go. We got something from the north. God, it basically was tucked away into the very corner of the map, though. Oh, there's one. 16.27. Far below the other one we had seen, and if I would have maybe gotten more shots in, perhaps we would have had that really nice one. Okay, so it did run off, so it does seem like... does have some distance it runs before it might get aggressive. I do also need to try to be careful. Because I don't know exactly where it would have gone. Like, if it ran. We are close to the edge of the map. I think, though, if I get close enough, I should hear it walking before... Oh! Okay, yeah, so it looks like you're kind of stuck up around that area of the mountains. Yeah, basically takes 2 full clips of rifle ammo to down it. I don't know if any other weapon would be strong enough to take one down, because you'd have to get into range with the shotguns and that for it, so... It's hard to say if you'd be able to get any others down. Maybe if you could get them exploited to, like, be stuck running up and down an area? Like, if I could get one down here... Oh, I actually didn't even realize there's a Rex skeleton here. That's a neat little find. Oh yeah, if I could get one down here and I'm up there, I should probably be able to get more, but I think we'll just head back and wrap things up with having shown them off a little bit. Let's see them in person in the trophy room where they can't squish me. Okay, so we're loaded into the trophy room, and yeah, we don't have too many animals, although a little bit of a roster. Nalsaurus, Chasmosaur, Velociraptor, Stego, our one Rex that we managed to get down before... Nope. Unfortunately, these guys are kind of clipping into each other, but there's our Amargasaurus. And yeah, a very nice dinosaur. It does feel like it does feel exactly like a proper Carnivores one, as if it's not from a mod, it's just from the game in general. Nice touch with the dorsal spines along the neck there. I like the blend of the blue and the brownish colors to it. I think that looked pretty good on Kirk, kind of blending in with all of the scrub and the southern half of the map. I do sort of wish it had a mortal zone. Maybe make it somewhere... Honestly, maybe make it something like right under here in a way. Or even have it like the eyes of, like the Rex is. I don't know if it does or not, but I just don't like when it's something that kind of like breaks the flow of the rest of the mod. Like everything else to him has had mortal zones, but these guys, they don't. It just feels a little bit like an outlier, but overall, Carnivores 2 Plus was a great mod. I'm just going to bring the credits up, and then we'll end this episode off there. Yeah, so we'll just finish on the credits page. Carnivores 2 Plus, a pretty good remaster, I think, of the base Carnivores 2 game. There's a bunch of DLC and stuff you could always slot into Carnivores 2 Plus to play and go after and stuff like that. But for the next series, I am leaving up to you guys, and we'll see what you guys vote for. It'll either be our first, like, DLC series going out on Carnivores Triassic DLC, or it'll be our first chance to see a game using the Modders Edition engine with Jurassic Park Hunter Legends Special Edition. I'm eager to see what you guys vote and pick, and thank you for joining me on another Carnivore series on the channel. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give a like, and if you do want to help support the channel and see us grow to get more content out, always think about subscribing if you can. It helps build us up, and if we can hit that 1,000 mark, we're going to get into so much more. More regular videos, more content, more streaming. I want to try to grow, but we got to get up to that point first. Basically say, we got our foundation made, let's build up on it. And thank you all for joining me through this series. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you. And until I see you in the next episodes or videos, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.